Good morning. Today we will see one question on projection of solids. I have seen two questions previously. One is on prism, pyramid, and one is on cone. Now this question is on prism. A hexagonal prism is of side 40 mm and height 70 mm. It is resting on one of its corners on HP with a longer edge containing that corner inclined at 60 degrees to HP, and the rectangular face, okay, and a rectangular face parallel to the VP. Draw the projections of the hexagonal prism if the top view of the axis makes an angle of 30 degrees with VP. So this is the question. So here, as I already said, first we have to see whether the axis is inclined to HP or VP. Here axis inclination is not given, top view axis is given, so that is not required for us. First we need whether the axis is inclined to HP or the solid is resting on HP. Okay, so here the solid is resting on HP, so in some questions the solid can be resting on VP. So we have to see for this condition whether the solid is resting on HP or the axis is inclined to HP. In either case, we'll start with the axis perpendicular to HP. In either case, we'll start with keeping the axis perpendicular to HP. So it is a hexagonal prism resting on HP. So we'll start with axis perpendicular to HP. If axis is perpendicular to HP, in top view you will see the hexagon to the true shape of the base. If axis is perpendicular to HP, you will see the in top view you will see the true shape of the base. So here it is a what do you say, hexagon. So I am using a polygon, number of sides 6, and I know the edge, and the edge side is 40 mm. So this should be the position of the top view, but it should be below xy axis. So this is the position of the prism. Now what I need is I need a center also, center of the so if it is a prism, I will join all the corners. Since it is if it is a pyramid, I will join all the corners. Since it is a prism, I am joining only two corners. So this midpoint is the center of the, that represents the axis. So this is the top view of the prism, and this rectangular face here is parallel to VP, and this corner is on which the hexagonal prism is resting. Now I can give the naming here. I use a single line text again. I will go for height 0 degrees. So this is I have A dash. I have 2 points here. One is for the base and the other one is for the top. So what I will do, I will give A B C D E F, A B C D E F for the base, and for for the top I will give, so I will continue that series G H I J K L like that. So here I am giving A in brackets, I will give G. So A in brackets G means A is for the top, G is for the base. B is for the top, H is for the base. C is for the top, I is for the base. D is for the top, J is for the base, and E is for the top, K is for the base. Here F is for the top and L is for the base. G H I J K L. And now what I want is O for the top and P for the base. So in this way I will get points. So all these points are representing the longer edges of the prism. Okay. So this and OP is representing the axis, and this is representing one longer edge. This is representing another longer edge. This is, and these are representing the longer edges. So as it is said in the question, one face is parallel to, one rectangular face is parallel to VP. So I can say that FELK is a FELK is a rectangular face parallel to BP, and AG is the longer edge which is inclined to HP, and G is the corner on which it is resting on HP. So I will give one color here. Say suppose I use yellow color for projection lines. So this is one projection line for A and G. This is a common projection line for four corners. It is F, B, I, H. This is a common corner for OP and for common projection for OP, and this is the common projection for CEIK, and this is a common projection for DJ. So after this what I have to do, I have to draw the axis. Before that I will I will draw the axis and base. So this is the base, all the vertical edges, all the longer edges are of same size of the axis. So simply I can draw a line. This line is of length 70 mm. This line is also, this is representing one longer edge 70 mm line. This is axis OP. This is also of 70 mm line, and this is another edge of height 70 mm, and this is another edge of height 70. So I can join the top also, so that it is complete. So this is the front view of the hexagonal prism. So I have to give name for this using a single line text. The top is given names as starting with A. So this is A dash, only one corner here. Here I have B and F on the top. So B is in front and B dash is in front, F dash is in back. And now here it is a O dash axis. Here it is C dash, in front and in back it is E dash. And this fellow is here D dash. Similarly I have the for base also, this is G dash. This is H dash is in front and L dash is in back. This is the bottom of the axis P, and here it is C dash is in front, and sorry, I dash, yeah, it is I dash in front, and back it is K dash, and here it is a J dash. So this point is of this corner. This point is representing this corner. This will be P dash. Now this corner is representing IK, and this corner is J. Similarly, I have the points here also. This is A dash. This is representing BF. This is representing O. This is representing C dash, and this corner is representing D. Now here the axis should be a chain line. I am changing the properties of this axis. I am taking the center line and zero point 0.5, or even I can use 0.4 also. So this is the axis, and this is the front view of the prism. So what is given in the question is this edge which is there here, AG, is making an angle of 60 degrees to the HP. Okay. So first I will draw a line here which is making an angle of 60 degrees with HP. Okay. So if I draw a line, it will be 60 degrees this side. So if I want the 60 degrees this side, it should be 120 degrees. If it is a 120 degree line, then it is a 60 degrees this side. So I am using a line, so it is making an angle of 60 degrees with x. So what I can do now is I can copy this entire front view and with this as a reference, and I can keep it on this. Now what I can do, I simply rotate this with this as the base point. I can rotate such that this A dash G dash is on this 60 degree line. So for that what I have to do, I have to select reference. Now this line should be on this line. So this is the way I generally rotate. So here this angle is 60 degrees. So this edge A dash G dash is making an angle of 60 degrees with HP. Now what I have to do, I have to draw projection lines again. I am taking a color, yellow color. So this is one projection, this is other projection. This is the projection for these 2 points. This is projection for this point. This is projection for this point. This is projection for J. This is projection for D. You don't have to worry whether if they coincide. It depends on the geometry and the angle. Based on the angle and geometry, they may coincide and may not coincide. You don't have to worry about that. But here there is some small gap. Now what I have to do, I have to draw the locus lines from the previous top view so that I will get the top view for the second step. So this I am drawing a locus line for A, O, D. All are common. So up to this point, I will draw the locus line. Then I will draw a locus line for these four corners. It will be up to H and K. Up to this point. And for these four corners, I will get another, and it will be up to this point. With three, I could finish the projections. Now what I have to do, I have to identify the points. So the G is starting here. So I will start with the G here. The text, this point is G, 3 mm height, 0 degrees angle. This is G. This is G. It will be in the same sequence as we have already drawn. This is H, H, this is I, this is J, this is K, and this is L. And similarly, I will start with the projection line for OA. So this is A. So here somewhere I will have A. So the next one is B is here. And C is here. D is here. E is here. And F is here. And I have the axis line. This is O and this is P. This figure is so with this I have on this point. So this corner is here. This is A. And this side is D and this side is O. Similarly, I have this corner as F. This side I have E and this side I have L. And this Similarly, this side I have D and this side I have P. This is C. This corner is H. So like this I got on the corners. So this is only for A. So I will do a bit of A. This is up to B. I will make it up to B. This is up to G. And this is up to O. And here this is up to C. This is up to H. And this is up to this step you can neglect also because just for visibility I am doing because on screen you are seeing and if these are perfectly aligned it will be easier. So these are the points. So the top is A B C D E F and the bottom is G H I J K L. Now in this if you are seeing from the top, G is definitely not visible. So all the lines that are passing through G onto the outline, outermost line, they are hidden lines. So what I will do is I will take a line and join the outlines first. This is the outline. This is one point and carefully joining all the points. It will be careful like this. So this is the outline. Once the outline is drawn, what I have to do, I have already said, the lines if I see from the top, GH, G, GL and they are hidden lines as well as we will see what else are hidden lines. Now the lines which are hidden I am drawing first. This is the G, L is definitely here and G, this H is hidden. So these two are hidden lines. So the and as well as this AG is also a hidden line. So I can draw a line here to G. So this is a hidden line. So what is hidden line? I have to use line type, dashed type, and I can use 0.5. Okay, this is hidden line. Similarly, I can use the same properties for this line also. This is a hidden line. This is also a hidden line. So this line is hidden. So what I can do, I can cut up to here so that it will be visible for you. Okay. I am breaking this line I am breaking. So the first point is from here to here. So this is a hidden line. So this These three are hidden lines and the remaining lines are visible lines. So I have to draw the visible lines now. So I will draw the visible lines. O, yeah. Mm, what all are visible? AD is visible. See, DJ is a visible line. Where is D? So this is a D and J. This is a visible line. As well as I have a line with D and E, and I have a line with D and C. So A, B, C, D, E, one hexagon I got, and what is this? G, H, I, J, K, L. So this is another hexagon. So the top A, B, C, D, E is visible. I mean base O, G, H and G, E are not visible, as well as G, A is also not visible. Now here I have another constraint here, because this OP is a axis line. So that line I have to join. I am joining this O with P, and this should be the axis. I am using center line for this, and I am using the ratio. So this is the first step, my second step, where I got the top view. So what I have to do, I have to take this top view and such that the top view of the axis makes an angle of 30 degrees with VP. So that is the question. So the top view of the axis makes an angle of 30 degrees. So I will reduce this. So let me have. So the top view, what is the top view now here? OP is the top view. So the OP should make an angle of 30 degrees with VP. So first I will draw a line which makes an angle of 30 degrees. So this is a 30-degree line, and now up to here. And still move a little bit. So this is the 30 degrees. So what I should do, I should draw it such a way that OP is on this line. So how to do that? Copy this, and should be O should be on this line. So I should make sure that none of these points in top view crosses this XY line. So I'm just taking some time to adjust. Okay, I will safely use it here. Here I'm using. So this is the top view. So I just increase the weight. So that it is taking. So this is the axis generally will not be on thickness. So this is the final front view, but only thing is the OP should be on this line, which makes an angle of 30 degrees with XY. So select this, use rotate command, and this O here. This is G and this is O. This is O is our reference base point, and I have to select a reference O and P. This is P. Here this is P. This OP should be on this line. So this is our what you say, the final front view, final top view. So this is the final top view. This is the axis. These are the hidden lines, and this is the visible lines. And this line is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees with the VP. Now what I have to do? I have to draw projections. I'm using a different color here. Suppose I'm using this blue color. So what I have to do? I have to draw projections from all these corners onto the front. Here I have 2 points here. If you are not careful, you will get only 1 point. This differentiation is a little bit difficult manually if you are doing, but since we are doing in AutoCAD, it is a little bit easier to make it 2 lines. This is for D and this is for P. This is my P. You see here, all the lines will get coincide here. This is D. This is O here. So this is G. This H will have 2 lines here also. This is for C. This is for H. If you are manually, you will see all this. In manual drawing, these two will coincide because we cannot that much precisely we cannot draw most of us. We will draw everything. Points, 2 points from here, two from here, one from here, one from here, one from here. Here also I have two, and here one J. Like this, I have to check whether I have drawn all the projection lines or not. So after drawing the projection lines, what I have to do? I have to draw the locus lines. So J is the here this line. So I will get a line from this J dash onto this J line. J projection from J and I will get a projection from K, locus line from up to K. I will get this is J and K, and this is P here. I will get a point up to P. So this is P. Similarly, I can draw all the lines. This is J and L, J and L, H and L. L is here and H is here. So L is farther, so I will drop to L. This is L. What else? I will get base is over. I will get position for the top. This is D. D is here. The middle line. So this is D and E. And E. This is U projection. This is O. This is O projection. And what else I have? I have B line. This is B and F. That is my F here. F is here. B is here. So get a line up to this point. F projection. And I will get a final line for A. A is the extreme. This is here. So this is here. So with this my the projections are completed. Now what I have to do? I have to draw the what to say. So what I will do? I will use a trim to identify the intersection points. So the cutting edge. This is the cutting edge. So up to this line, I have projection. So this is A projection, and B is up to here. So what I have to do here, this is point A, and this is from B. This is locus line from B. The projection line will end up to here. This is point B. And similarly, I will get this. This side is C and this side is H. So this C line will be found here. So this So trim it. This is cutting edge, and this line will be up to C. And again, this is H. And this is H. This is the C, and this is the H. And there is a line from O and G here. These two are from O and G. So this is from O, the first line, and the O, there is G, the second line is G is on BP, so this is G line, OG, and this is F. F is here, where is that? From here, yeah. So this is projection from F, and this is F line. Like this, I have to identify all the points. So now here, this point is J. There is J now. J is here. I. This is I. I is here. This is I, and here is to here. So this I projection I got. Then I need D and E. So where should be my D and E? So this is projection from E, and this is the projection from B. Here is B. This is projection from B, and this is D I got. What else I need? I need DP over E and L. Now L is from here. This is L projection. We got the side from L, and this is projection from L. Similarly, I have E. Yeah, this is the projection from E. Got the side from E, and this is projection from E. So the top is over. Now what I have J and K. So this is from K, and this is, so this is K, and this is the projection from K. This is your J, and this is J, and this is K. So like this, I have to identify all the points. So once all the I got all the points, what I can do, I can simply join this these points. Before that, what I need is I should identify Where is my G? Yeah, this is my G. So first I will give the naming so that I will not have any confusion. So I will give text here. So this is the A dash. Color, change color. I'm using white color only for all my text. So this is my A dash. A dash. Now this is my B dash. This is my C dash. See, since I have trimmed everything, it is easy to identify. This is my D dash. This is my G dash. This is my F dash. And this is my O dash. Similarly, below if I see, I will get a G here. Yeah, this is my G. G dash. And this is H dash. This is I dash. This is J dash. And again, where is K? Sorry, I did mistake. It should be like this. This should be a this should be correct. Text and this is my A dash. This is from projection only, so this is B dash. And that is B, then this is a C dash. This is a D dash. This is B dash. This is F dash. And this is O dash. Similarly, I have this is my G dash. This is H dash. Here after H I have this is I dash. This is J dash. This is K dash. And this is L dash. And this is my P dash. Okay, so I got all the points. Now what I have to do, I have to join all the outermost points. So here it is very little difficult. If you are not careful, you may get a mistake, wrong one. So first, as usual, what I will do, I will use a thick line for drawing the outline. This is a thick line. So all the outermost points. So this is definitely an outermost point. This is definitely an outermost point. This is an outermost point. So E is inside. So this is outermost. This is outermost. And this is outermost. And this is outermost. Now H is inside. So this is outermost. So this is the outermost point. All these points are definitely visible. Now I have to identify what are the points that are not visible. So if we see from here, if I am seeing from here, F is not visible. So I freely start with F. So the type is dash type and scale is 0.3. With that I am starting a line. This F is hidden. F should be joined with A and F should be joined with E and into and D. All these points are not visible. So I have taken line type scale 0.3. Now what I have to do, I have to join line again from F yeah, from F I will join L. So this is F and this is L. Are there any other line? Yeah. So this from F to A, this is outline. So that is done. There are no more further lines. And from F to L, this is also outline. So there are no more further lines. And from L, from F to E is not the outermost point. So I will get another line from E to K. So uh, these are the hidden lines. So the remaining lines are visible lines. I will take this layer and type 1. I will start a line. So I have to join the G and H. This is I. This is J. So this is the base. This is visible. Similarly, this from H to D is also visible. So you can see this the axis. If I draw the axis, it will be more. Uh, this is my axis. And make it less thick. This is the axis. So now it is very clear. Now what are visible and what are not visible. So here the base is visible, and because we are seeing from here, okay, because we are seeing from here, these lines, this A, F, E, these things are not visible. So that's why we got A, F, E, D. They are hidden lines. The one more line is there. So that line is C line. This C should be joined with A, J, so that our lines are complete. Yeah, I got all the lines. So this is the final This is the top view, this is the front view. It is said that the top view of the axis is making an angle of 30 degrees with VP, and the this corner, this long edge is making an angle of 60 degrees with HP. These two are given, and another thing given is the axis height is given. This axis is of a height 70 mm, and this edge is of length 40 mm. So these are the things given in the question. So these things should be mentioned. So with this, with this our projection of solids question number 3 is completed. Thank you.